They're both competing. It's a battle at the end of the day. I think everyone knows that. And I'm just out there trying to do my part. That's all I can say.
Do you think it's as close as Coach Day tells us?
I mean, he's making a decision, so whatever he says, that's what it is.
Julian, obviously gone through a lot of adversity. What have you seen from him this year? How's he different on the field?
I think he just continue to work hard, continue to put in more work, outside of the practice field and just in his own free time. He knows whatever he's doing, taking care of his body, getting extra passes on the Monarch, just whatever he can do to get ready for this season. I think he's definitely taking that approach.
What has impressed you about Parnell Tate?
Yeah, Carnell's gonna be special, man. I think Carnell's probably at a better point right now than I was going into my sophomore year. So I think, yeah, so last year. So I mean, I think he's amazing. He handles his business. He's always in the right spot, catches the ball, runs great routes. So I'm excited to really see, what his career looks like. I think he'd be one of the best receivers to ever come through Ohio State. So his future is very bright, and just how he's handled his situation, on and off the field. I can't speak to how hard that must be for him. So, and then Brandon, he's getting better each and every day too. He comes in, he has a lot of confidence, and he goes out there and just makes plays. So I think definitely Brandon and Carnell remind me of Mac and how he came in when we were freshmen. So they're two very talented receivers. I definitely can't wait to see what the future holds.
Yeah, Gary used to talk about you and Mac that way.
That's just kind of how it is, receivers now. The new group comes in, and they remind you of your younger selves, and that's just kind of how it is.
Why is that, Marvin? Why are you guys so, for want of another term, sort of polished already when you get here? I know there's things you need to work on, like we were just watching you there for 20 minutes, but how do you explain receivers being that advanced now?
I mean, I think it's not like that everywhere in the country, for sure. So I think you have to give Coach Hartline a lot of credit for just recruiting the right people, the guys that are already very talented, and getting them to come here. But I think just, as a fan of football, what 7-on-7 has done, for the younger guys, they're kind of playing football all year round now. With South Florida Express, I think Carnell and Brandon both played for. So, I mean, I think it's just they've been playing football for so long and, so much in their careers that you get to college and you're kind of already polished. And then, you come here and just make the plays at this point.
What stands out about this offense through the through preseason camp, the scrimmages y'all have had? Do you feel like y'all are going to pick up from an aggressive standpoint the way y'all played against Georgia? Do you feel like that's where y'all going to pick up from?
Yeah, I think even in the loss, you still realize that from an offensive standpoint, there was definitely some bright spots there. Obviously, we didn't get the win, so it wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
But definitely we learned a lot from that game, just how we can factor that into next season. I think we definitely kind of taking that same aggressive approach going into this year.
Marvin, if Ryan were to go with two quarterbacks against Indiana, would you feel pretty good about that decision?
Yeah, I mean, that's the decision he makes. Like I said, my job is to play receiver. I'm just out there, get the right spot for the quarterback and catch the ball and get some more yards out of the catch for them. So that's the decision he goes with. I'm all for it.
You think it would be pretty seamless, like if, let's say Kyle plays one quarter and then Devin, or maybe even alternating drives? You think the transition would be pretty seamless between the two? There wouldn't be much of a difference?
I mean, yeah, I think they're both going to do the right thing from a quarterback standpoint, make the right reads. I think they both definitely have the arm talent to both be able to make any throw in the offense that we're asked of them. So I mean, I don't think really too much would be different.
Given your size and skill set, what does that bring to the slot position that maybe other guys don't?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you just look at the slot receivers in Ohio State's offense over the past couple of years, there's a lot of success. Dating back to KJ Hill, Paris Campbell, Jackson, Garrett for 1 year, and Mecca last year. So I think the slot is a very important piece in our offense. And then even from a run blocking standpoint, I think that's where my slots can kind of come into play. We ask our slots to sometimes dig out linebackers and block the end. So I think I definitely can do that in the offense. And then just being a mismatch. I mean, I like my chances against the safety anytime. So I think it's just definitely brings a different element to the offense.
You emphasized a lot in the spring that you want to get better at yards after catch.
Yeah.
I mean, you spent all this for the slot, but how do you actually get better at that?
Game reps. You really can't. Hard to get in practice. You catch the ball, get tagged off, and you can only do so much. But I think yards after catch is kind of more, it's definitely a mindset thing. just not letting the first person tackle you. Trying to do as much as you can after the catch. I think it's really just a mindset. You can't really practice that as much.
Marvin, what is it about Xavier that made him the right guy to wear the block over this year and be a captain?
I think X is the perfect example for what you want an Ohio State player to be. You look at his story, coming in. I think he played corner first. Was a walk-on guy. Came in with an injury. He's played in so many different position rooms, corner, running back. He moved to receiver, and then he just always kept working. Never really complained about anything. And just his leadership on and off the field. You're the guy. He's the guy that you want leading the team. Like I said, he's just a great example, for myself and just the rest of the guys on the team. So I think he's just the perfect person to wear the block on.